What's up guys, this is Kuldeep and I got you a comparison video of the Galaxy Note 2s, and you'd see that these are the same phones, Galaxy Note 2s, but inside them it's very different. Now let's take a look. So first of all, the main difference you see that sets these two phones apart is the software. This is running on the original Samsung Touchwiz, which is the latest version of Android for the Galaxy Note 2. Right now it's 4.1.2, and this is a rooted Galaxy Note 2 with CyanogenMod 10.1 inside installed. So let me just show you that it's running 4.2.2, and there it is, 4.2.2. By the way, there's no difference in the specs of this phone. They both are running on the same international variant, and they both have the 720p display, 1.6 GHz quad-core processor, 3100 mAh battery, and a 5.5-inch diagonal. So it's the same phone, same specs, but they work quite differently. And I recently rooted my phone and I really don't want to go back to the stock version, and this is why. So first of all, as soon as you switch the phones on, you can see a big difference. This is obviously running 4.1.2, so it doesn't have lock screen widgets yet, so it just has the Samsung's ripple effect on the lock screen, and this has the new Jelly Bean unlock screen and the lock screen widgets, which are really helpful and I really like them. So I really miss that on the Galaxy Note 2's stock version, and I wonder why, because the 4.2.2 has been out for quite a while and Samsung is still failing to get it out to the customers. But anyways, let's go to the software. The first thing, as soon as we unlock the phones, the launchers are quite different. Now if you want a launcher similar to the stock Android, you can always just download Nova Launcher. It's one of the best. It's closest to stock, and it has a lot of transitions and it's really stable, so I think I'd advise you to get that. Right now I'm just running on the stock version of the CyanogenMod launcher, and I just changed the effect. This isn't the original stock effect, but as you can see, they function quite different. So the UI basically is really on your taste. I preferred the Samsung version long ago, but then I got tired of it and I realized that the stock version is really clean. Like even the music player, when you open the Touchwiz stock one and you open the Google version, Play Music, which comes with the Galaxy Note 2, all Android phones actually, but it doesn't work very smoothly on the Samsung version, and I don't know why, but it's much more clean, the whole UI, and I prefer that. So it's your preference, but that's a big difference. Now we look down at the notification shades. Now there's a big difference here as well. As you can see, there's a clean interface with nothing on top. This has the toggles, obviously, that Samsung puts in the brightness. The music player was on, so it stays on. That's a flaw and a bug that they need to fix in the new 4.2.2 update. But now the one thing that the Galaxy Note 2 of the Samsung version doesn't have is when you use two fingers, it doesn't open up it doesn't open up the quick settings. It's still the same functionality, but on the stock version, since it's running 4.2.2, when you swipe with one finger, it shows your notifications, but right now I have nothing. But when you use two fingers, then you have your quick settings. So it's really nice, and it took me a while to get used to, because on the Samsung version the toggles are on top there, and this one you have to drag and then click on the corner or use two fingers. But after that you really get used to it, and it's really better to use. And another thing, it's the apps, the way the apps work. Although mine is rooted, it doesn't make no difference. Let's show you just I'm running the stock Google camera, and this is running the Samsung version. So let's just have a quick launching test. Let me just increase the brightness on the gray Galaxy Note 2. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3. You see how fast the Google version opened up, and they have the same camera hardware. It's just the software that's different, and even though on the screen it looks a little different, when you take the pictures they come out exactly the same. and yeah, you can see they're almost the same. It's the flashes of each other that's interfering. And yeah, so that's the camera. And let's open up some other app like the Play Store. First, let me close the apps. The 4.2.2 has a nice it has a really good animations and stuff, but then again, it is CyanogenMod, so it has a few tweaks. It's not exactly the same, but it's about the closest you'll get. So let's go on YouTube. There, and I'll have you know they both are using the same Wi-Fi network, so they're not using different cellular networks. Let's open up Play Store. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was, I think, the Galaxy Note 2, the Samsung, the Touchwiz open it up a bit faster there. But as you can see, there's some minor differences. But then again, it's all on the way the UI works. Like if you like a lot of functionality, like the S Note features, that's another downfall. If you want to root and you want to get your Galaxy Note 2 rooted, you're gonna lose some of the functionalities that the S Pen has. So it will work, but it won't have all the features that it did have on the stock version. It will still work, but it won't have the hovering feature. That the button won't be working for the quick settings and all those stuff. There's quite a few things. There's no S Note obviously, so that's also a problem. But if you're like me and you're not really using it, I was never using the S Pen. It's a thing for the first few months and then you get over it. So if you're willing to sacrifice the pen, then I think you should get it, because I never really used it. As you can see now, it opens up a new window on the home screen, and if I tap it and hold on the screen, it takes a screenshot. Now you can't do the same with the stock Android version or the CyanogenMod version. And yeah, it's small things like that, but it doesn't really matter if you're not a person that really uses the pen. I honestly don't, but I know many people that do, so keep that in mind when you want to root your Galaxy Note 2. And yeah, so be prepared to lose the S Pen functionality. And there are some additional features that the stock version obviously has, because it's 4.2.2, and that's expanding notifications. On the stock, on the 4.1.2, you need to use 2 fingers to expand a message and to scroll them down. But now on 4.2.2, you can just, on any notification, you swipe down, then it highlights. As you can see, it makes this blue light on top, and then you can lift it up, and then it can expand or minimize the notification. So that's a pretty cool feature. And so that just leaves me to the next part. Let me just summarize whatever I said for you. The main difference in the whole UI is just the skin for me, but there is a lot of even though that this isn't the pure version, it does work a bit faster for me. And the way every app works, it's just quicker on the 4.2.2 version, and it's stock Google, so Google knows best. It's not tweaked, it's just as it is. Although it's CyanogenMod, we're gonna get to the bugs now. So it has faster runtime, it has a cooler UI. Now as you can see, I have dash clock on top, which you can't get for the Galaxy Note Touchwiz, because it's only 4.1.2 and not 4.2. so if there are a lot of additional features, but then again there are bugs. So let me get to that. There are very minor bugs, not that I ever got problems with, but since it's a modded version and it is rooted, there are some bugs, not really noticeable, but other than that, it's really easy. The only bug that I noticed was in the pattern. If you put a pattern to unlock, sometimes it doesn't highlight the pattern, even though the setting is on to highlight it. Other than that, I didn't really have no problems. And if you guys are willing to root your phone and get CyanogenMod, I say do it. It's really great. Only thing you lose, as I said, will be your S Note's additional features, but it will still work. It's not going to be useless. So That's it guys, hopefully this video was helpful, and if you guys were confused on routing and getting CyanogenMod or not, hopefully this opened your eyes or answered a few questions. If there were some things that I left out, just tell me in the comment section below, and I will make more videos like this. This is my first comparison video between phones. I'm making Photoshop tutorials, so make sure you check on that also. Hear the face guys.